Welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you for being here and spending your time with us. This channel is dedicated to clear, practical conversations about real estate, mortgages, and money, without hype or shortcuts. Today, we're going to discuss one of the most important foundations of financial freedom. Not quick wins, not trends, but the mindset and decisions that quietly shape your financial future over time. If financial freedom matters to you, whether through better use of income, smarter leverage, or long-term planning, this conversation is for you.
You know those videos of people on New Year's Day just running into freezing cold water? I mean, it looks absolutely nuts, right? But what if there's actually a method to that madness? It's not about comfort. It's about getting this jolt of pure awareness. So in this explainer, we're going to explore how that same shocking clarity, let's call it the polar plunge mindset, could be the key to totally transforming how you approach your finances, everything from your mortgage to your investments. This quote really gets to the heart of it. Just imagine being in that icy water for a second. You're not thinking about your emails or what you're going to have for dinner. You're just there, totally present. It's all about trading a little bit of temporary comfort for a huge dose of clarity. And let me tell you, that's a seriously powerful mindset to have when you're dealing with the craziness of modern finance. Okay, let's be super clear here. This is not about seeking out discomfort just for the sake of it. No way. It's about what that discomfort creates. Focus. I mean, think about it. The biggest financial blunders, they usually aren't these big, dramatic gambles. They're the slow, quiet mistakes that happen when we're just kind of drifting along on autopilot. And that brings us to the real enemy here, what the source material calls financial drifting. This is the silent danger, the danger of letting your financial life just happen to you, instead of you grabbing the wheel and making it happen for you. So what's the real danger? Well, it's usually not the wild, reckless bets that you see in movies. It's the quiet, unexamined choices. It's passively accepting that mortgage renewal letter the bank sends you, or maybe buying a property just because everyone else is. These things seem small, these little acts of drifting, but they can be just as damaging as the big, obvious mistakes. Let's get a little more specific. What does this drifting actually look like in real life? Well, maybe it's auto-renewing your mortgage without even shopping around to see if you could get a better deal. Or, accepting that refinancing offer just because the bank sent it without a clear plan. Or what about that credit card balance that just never seems to go away? Each one of those is like a small anchor, but you put them all together and they can completely stop you from moving forward. This really just gets to the absolute core of it. We all think that fear is the thing that holds us back financially. But you know what? More often than not, the real enemy is just comfort. It's just easier to stick with what's familiar, right? That polar plunge forces you out of that comfortable routine. And if we want to get ahead with our money, sometimes we need to be willing to do the exact same thing. So how do we fight this drift? The solution isn't about trying to be more courageous. It's actually about being more structured. It all starts with replacing that financial autopilot with deliberate, conscious intention. This right here, this is the question that can stop the drift dead in its tracks. Before you make any big financial move, borrowing, investing, you name it, you have to stop and ask yourself one simple thing. Why am I doing this? What is the specific goal? And you'd be surprised how often our why is just a reaction to all the noise out there. Oh, because my neighbor did it. Because I've got FOMO, I'm afraid of missing out. These are absolutely the wrong answers. They're reactive, not proactive. They're driven by anxiety, not by a clear personal strategy. Now, in contrast, the right answers, they're internal and they're strategic. They're all about your personal goals. And I absolutely love this last one. Will this help me sleep better at night? That is a surprisingly powerful and important question to ask before you make any financial decision. And here's the bottom line. Leverage, we're talking about things like mortgages and other loans, it's just an amplifier. That's all it is. If you have a clear plan, it's going to magnify your success. But if you're just drifting, it's going to magnify that confusion into a very expensive mess. Okay, so having the right mindset is one thing, but how do we actually put it into practice? Let's break down 3 simple, really powerful habits that can turn this whole idea of cold water clarity into a real, actionable system. It really all boils down to a pretty simple 3-part system. First, learn deliberately. Second, clean up your financial foundation. And third, review everything annually. So let's break each of those down. All right, let's start with habit number 1, learn deliberately. In a world with endless financial advice coming at you from every direction, the key is to stop chasing every shiny new trend. Instead, just pick 1 or 2 things a year to really truly master. Maybe it's understanding how to use your home equity wisely, or maybe it's learning how to analyze a potential rental property. The point is to go deep on a few things instead of getting distracted by everything. Next up, habit 2. And listen, this one is absolutely critical. Before you start using what people call good debt, like a mortgage for an investment property, you have got to get rid of the bad debt that's holding you back. We're talking about those high-interest credit cards and personal loans. That stuff is an anchor. You've got to cut it loose. Once you do, you'll have the stability and the cash flow you need to make smart, powerful moves down the road. And finally, habit number 3. Make a financial checkup an annual, non-negotiable routine. Seriously, put it in your calendar. Don't wait for a renewal letter to just show up on your doorstep. Every single year, ask yourself, is my current mortgage still the best fit for me? Is my home equity just sitting there doing nothing, or could it be working for me? Just think of it like a regular tune-up for your car. It's just smart maintenance. So you see, it all comes back to this one core idea. The world of finance, of real estate, it doesn't reward drifting. It rewards intention, it rewards discipline, and it rewards consistency. And really, that's the final takeaway. The polar plunge isn't about being reckless. It's about being fully awake. It's about knowing exactly why you're stepping into that water and having a plan when you do. It's about choosing clarity over comfort. So the only question left is, are you ready to step into the cold?
Thanks for your watching. If this conversation helped you think more clearly about real estate, mortgages, or leverage, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with the topic you'd like us to break down next. RadioArya.com is about real conversations, real learning, and real clarity before money decisions are made. We'll see you in the next episode.